Hi all and welcome back to part 2 of our LEGO Zoo MOC series. So our zoo needs animals and we decided for the first one we're gonna go big. And by big I mean very big. So we're gonna be starting off with the African elephant. Now an African elephant needs a lot of space. And in doing so we realized that our zoo actually also doesn't have enough space for all of the animals we're gonna do. So, what you saw in our first episode is only going to be our layout for Brick Fair, and then we'll be cutting some of the enclosures, unfortunately, which means the Arctic section, the aviary, aquarium, and crocodile swamps. But don't worry, those are going to come in later episodes when we expand further on our zoo. And speaking of later episodes, you'll see on the shelves here, very cleverly hidden, we've got a few of our animals for the next episode. So see if you can find all of them. And then comment it down below. I'll give a little bit of a hint. There are 3 animals to find, but let's see if we can get that. And then let's start by building an awesome enclosure for our elephant friend here. So before we can start with our elephant enclosure, we just had to quickly plate the courtyard. That will be coming in a future episode, but that's just so we can plan out where the viewing area for our elephants will be. This is a lot of grunt work, but you have to start with laying your foundations. From our last episode, a few of our bricklink orders actually came in, so we were able to do some awesome cool upgrades for our fence at the front. Now we can finally start on our elephant enclosure here. So we just started out by building a little bit of a prototype onto a different base plate here. This is for the moat surrounding the elephant enclosure. Obviously the moat is an important part because it keeps our guests out and our elephants in. After that, we started just plating the whole enclosure just so that the elephants actually have some flat earth to be walking on and then a little water area for them to drink from. Now our elephants need somewhere to sleep, some food to eat, and enrichment items, just to keep them entertained in their day-to-day lives in the zoo. And for the last part of today's build, we just put in a lovely mosaic at the entrance building. And here we have our finished elephant enclosure. So this took a few hours to get done, but now our elephants have a lovely place to live in. So to start things off, we've got Mommy here playing in the water, splashing herself to cool down, and Baby also having a little bit of a sip of water there. Moving on, we've got another one here who's playing with a tire. We also try to just create a little bit of difference between our elephants, with this one having small tusks and this one having the bigger tusks. Then in between, we've added some grassy sections. Not a lot, because elephants do tend to trample most of the grass in the areas that they live in. But just to give a little bit of an illusion and to make the enclosure feel more alive. At the back here, we've got a tree for them to eat from as well. So you can see here, this has been cordoned off with a container around it. This is done so that the elephants don't actually uproot the tree and then eat all of the roots. Otherwise, you just got a dead tree lying around in your enclosure. We've also got a basket there with some fruit for them to enjoy. Game Rangers put it out as a special treat for the day. And then we've got a pole for them to scratch on or to sharpen their tusks. Moving on to the back, we've got the lovely elephant house in place. So this one has doors that can close if the zookeepers need to come in and do some cleanup duty. And it's also got windows for when it's closed, so don't worry, the elephants are all safe. And then at the back, you can also see there's just one sleeping around a little bit. And then at the front here, we've got our little viewing gallery. So these also have small wall sections, and these will be finished off in our other zoo enclosures. Well, that is it for the video today, guys, but we have one more exciting announcement. We would like to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the Zoo MOC series, and just to try and help us achieve that goal, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. This is only for our South African viewers, unfortunately, but to enter into this competition, like each of our zoo videos, comment on them, and subscribe to the channel. It's that easy. So the prize is this awesome Lego Fortnite brickheads due with P. So if you're excited to win, and you're excited to see some more animals in the zoo, we'll catch you next week for the next episode. Till then, goodbye.